And so what we're going to do is look at the truth table for a compound proposition here. We have P, Q, and R are any proposition, and we're looking at P and Q or P and R. So looking at all possible combinations of truth values, what are the truth values of this entire proposition, compound proposition? So notice that there are 8 rows in the truth table, and that's because the number of rows is always going to be 2 to the number of propositions, simple propositions. So it's going to be 2 to the third, which is 8. So that means if you had, 4 different propositions, P, Q, R, and S, that were all unrelated to each other, that means there'd be 2 to the fourth or 16 different truth combinations. So the way I look at this is I look at one small piece at a time. So we're going to look at the truth table for P and Q. And just remember that for an and to end up being true, both portions of the and have to be true. So in comparing the first 2 columns, so notice that we have true and true there, so that means the and is true, followed by another true. And then the rest of the way down, there is at least one F. So that means that this is going to be false all the way down. Next, we go to P and R. And looking at a similar thing here. So looking at P and R, T and T is T, T and F is false. This T and this T are true. And notice the rest of the way down, if you look at the P's and the R's, there's at least one F among them. So that means that the rest of the way, this is an F. And now we are actually ready to look at the entire compound statement because of this. So this column has P and Q, and this column has P and R. So we're basically just joining those last 2 columns with an OR symbol. And remember how OR works. If one side of an OR is true, the entire statement is true. So true or true is true, true or false is true, false or true is true, and the rest of the way down, it's all falses. So that means that this right here is the truth table for that statement P and Q or P and R, which means if all 3 propositions are true, the entire thing is true. If the first 2 are true and R is false, the whole thing is still true. And if P and R are both true but Q is false, the whole thing is true. Otherwise, the entire statement as a whole is false. So there's constructing a truth table.